What is the easiest way to trade Forex? That's exactly what I'm going to reveal to you right now. In my opinion, this is going to be the easiest way to trade Forex, and it's coming very, very soon to the Golden Suite app. You can get real-time alerts of when a trade is coming to fruition. So what is the easiest way to trade Forex? Well, this right here is a snippet of the next gen indicator. Now, what I'm about to show you, you will think it's too good to be true. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna see some slides that I'm gonna show you, and you're most probably also gonna think that I've just picked the best areas to show you. However, you're gonna experience this for yourself soon anyway, especially remember with the Golden Suite. So you'll see exactly for yourself how good this is. I'm gonna show you not only on this board, I'm gonna zoom out and show you a bigger picture, so not just little snippets like this. Then we're gonna go over there on the laptop, do a screen recording. I'm gonna show you like a level deeper as well as to how good this really is and how it's gonna revolutionize trading for many, many traders out there. Regardless of your experience, this is awesome. So when I first began trading, I was overcomplicating the process, and the more developed I've become as a trader, I've managed to make it easier and easier and easier. And all my strategies, for those of you that know, a step-by-step, a systemized tick box exercise. Is this trade ready to enter? Tick, 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 cross. No, it's not. Tick, 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 tick. Yes, it is. I make it that easy, which is why we see so many people get funded in the Golden Suite. Over 5 million now in funded trading accounts completed. So how could this benefit us further? Well, I always want to develop and make life easier for myself. Although I'll be stuck at a screen all day, which I'm not really anyway at the moment, because we've got alerts. But if we can further make this even easier, because trading, we don't just want wealth, we want time. It's brilliant. So that's what this has been designed for. So you can see here, we've got some sell orders, sell, sell, sell. Perfect. Got it absolutely bang on, price dropped. Beautiful. Again here, beautiful little sell trade there. All the criteria is met for this line of code, which has been written to detect and find these pinnacle points in the market. And again here. So as you can see, the next gen indicator is detecting when the market is going to turn, continue, which we are doing here, a trend as well. So nice and simple. There's a secret line of code, which of course I'm not going to reveal what that is, which makes this possible. It's took a lot of time to develop and refine, hours and thousands of hours of testing to know what pairs this works best. So we've got top 5 pairs, top time frames, that this indicator will find the most profitable trades. You can't just say, okay, GBJPY 1 hour time frame, gold 1 hour time frame, for example. There's specific time frames where this works best. For example, 25-minute time frame on GBJPY, absolutely amazing. Same time frame on AUD USD does not work. For those of you who've been trading a long time, you'll understand that different currency pairs have different characteristics, and you need to trade them a little bit differently. And that's what this indicator does. Just purely through hours of testing and years of experience. So the first trade that we took here was a 1 to 8 risk to reward, just targeting the lows. Okay, so this is a previous low, so we've got the low. 215 pips done, okay? So risk 1%, we gained 8. Perfect, brilliant. Sell number 2, target the same zone. We're now 1 to 4, 130 pips gained. Okay, so it's over 300 pips at the moment. Then of course, we got the last trade down here, target the same level, another 80 pips, another 1 to 3. So here, very successful run. You may be asking, well, how come you didn't enter all of these trades? Because you're not going to be loading the deck. Very important, huge part of psychology and a huge part of risk management. Don't start loading the deck. Always stick to 1% risk, diversify. If we took all these trades at any one time, we would have 4% risk on the table. If price went the wrong way, and this is Forex, anything could happen, you've been minus 4%. You don't expose your account to that sort of risk, it's ridiculous. So we've got 1 trade there, 1 trade here, 1 trade here. Perfect. And like I said, you may be thinking, maybe this is too good to be true, but it's not, because there you go. I've just zoomed out, this is where we were, and you can see here, buys, sells, buys, a couple of sales down here which caught the dip before we had the inverted head and shoulders, and price pushed back up. We even caught a buy there as well, caught another sell here too. So as you can see, this is a very accurate indicator, but nothing's 100%. This is Forex. You'll never get win, 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 win. And don't let me or anybody else tell you that. Because part of this job, part of this game, as much as you may hate to hear this, is losing as well. But winner, loser, whatever it is, I feel exactly the same because I understand, I respect, and I appreciate that a loss is part of the job. So you can see here at the moment, took a buy trade here, would have achieved about 30, 40 pips, then we did pull back. So if you was holding out on this one, you would have actually hit stop loss. But then we had a good entry here, a good entry here, then we had about 200 pip run. Perfect. So as you can see there, we might have lost 1%, then we would have gained around about 10. Now here, if you took this entry, you could have put stop loss to entry and then took this one. So again, you was risk-free on the first trade, then you added another position. And again here, buy, and again here, buy. So this is another run that I've shown you. You've had 1 loss, 1, 2, 3, 4 winners. Or with a positive risk-reward ratio, no less than 1 to 2 all the time. We're going to try and go on an average here of a good 1 to 3, 1 to 4 risk to reward across the board. Some pairs will be less, only 1 to 2, depending on the characteristic and what time frame we're actually trading on. This is how specific and deliberate you need to be. What pair works best on what time frame, using what structure, what pattern, what continuation, what EMAs. Once you can develop this extra level of knowledge in trading, you know what to look for. You feel confident, you feel accurate, you know your risk reward is going to play out. And that's how profits are made. You can't just be shooting from the hip in this game. You can be very deliberate. This indicator is going to take a lot of that work out for you. So it's going to do, I'm going to say it, this is going to do about 80% of the work for you, this indicator. Then you will have one last final checklist to do once the signal goes off. The Golden Suite members know what that is. We've been talking about it already on Secrets of a Pro, but no more of that. Let's jump over to the laptop. Let's go in an extra level right now. So let's take a quick tour of the next gen indicator. Now, what I've done, I've managed to program this so I can actually use a strategy tester upon my TradingView Pine script. So you can code, or you know someone that can code, you can actually backtest within seconds. So I'm effectively just going to show you that now. So basically what you need to do once you get a strategy and you believe you can make it rule-based, so you can semi-automate it or fully automate it as much as possible, you then need to find out what currency pairs it works best and on what time frame. And you're looking for obviously the best percentage return, strike rate, and the smallest drawdown as well. So that's what we're looking for here, and GJ is great. So for example, I know GJ on the 25 minute time frame, if I go to my next gen and I turn it on and I look at this, as you can see at the minute, at the bottom here, we get rid of this, you can see we're just losing money. Okay, we're losing money, it's not good. So that's because this is on a different setting for a different currency pair for a different time frame. This is how specific we need to be. So if I go on to settings now, I can actually start to change my parameters very slightly, and I can actually start to look at what's going to work best, for example on GUPJPY. And then what we can do, you can see here, okay, so I already know this because of this hours and hours of testing, etc., and getting results and refining and refining. So you can see we've got 76.9.2% profitable. Okay, it took 13 trades in a time period, and you can also see we had only 3% drawdown, which is awesome. We go to the list of trades here, and you can see we're actually working on a nearly just over a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio, and you can see a few losers there, but mainly look 4 grand, 4 grand, 4 grand, 4 grand, and around about £1,200 loss, and 4 grand, 4 grand, 5 grand, 4 grand, nearly 5 grand. So risk to reward is absolutely solid. We got really good risk to reward there. And then what we can do, we can actually test back further, so on and so forth, using the replay. So we're only testing here over a small portion of information, but we can keep going back further. Now, if I just minimize this down, you can actually see some of the trades that have been taken. So we've got some buys in here, which are great. They actually would have shot hit TP. Same here. You can also see some trades here as well. So basically, you don't need to catch a huge move to make profit. You don't need to catch an absolutely massive move. You don't need to catch a rocket like this. Obviously, it's good if you do, but a lot of people think that. So you don't need to do that. I mean, this run here is an absolute beauty. Look. So I'm just showing you everything. I'm just laying it all out on the table. You see a beautiful little buy. Look at those tweezer bottoms, bang, straight up. Again here, bang, tiny bit of drawdown, and away we go. Here again, 2 buys, bang, bang. Again here, bang, bang. Here, not so good. Would have got stopped out. That's fine. That's one of the losses. And obviously we had some profits here as well. Look at this one, straight back up to the highs. So we just caught it just before we reversed. So it's just a couple of factors. This is a great way for me to be able to test exactly what's going on and where, and yeah, and how profitable this strategy is going to be. I mean, some of these orders are just amazing. Look at this, buy, straight up, and we're still developing and making this even better than what it is. But I'll just show, for example, I went to NZDJPY, and we had the same parameters as GBP JPY. It's not going to work. See here? It's just not going to work. So what we need to do, we need to work out what time frame NZDJPY works best on, and then we can actually start changing the parameters. And then we test and test and test and test, which we've already done. Then we can actually look at where this one works best. So we can change some of our line of code here, and we can actually start adding the different parameters. And then we'll start to see some profit being made. There we go. So you can see 101 trades taken on this one. We're testing out a bit more data here. 91% profitable. Drawdown only 1.9%, as you can see there. So again, this is like absolutely amazing piece of tech, which I've developed for traders and aspiring traders, and for me to use in real time, which is why we're in test phase now. We're in beta. You can see the results here right in front of you. I absolutely love it. It's took me a very long time, well over a year, to get to this level of coding that we're at now. But you can just see, like, you know, before, for example, we may have had a buy up here when we first started. We know that's not going to work. So we need to catch these moves, which is what we're doing here. And you know, you'll see me go for this now. I'm trying to be as transparent as I possibly can be without giving too much away. Even here, you just catch these small runs. Now this will not be many pips. However, the way that this has been developed, once this alert goes off in the Golden Suite app, you'll know that this actually wasn't a trade to take. So we've got one final filter. So these results that we're seeing now are amazing. They're more than just a rough guide, because the results are actually going to be better in real life, because we're going to filter out the bad trades, the bad signals. So brilliant call, another good call. Just catching these runs, catching these legs. That's all you need to do. It's actually fantastic. Cannot wait to get this launched. Cannot wait to show everyone exactly what it's all about, and then show you some real-time results on a real trading account. And you can actually see this working in action. And I'm going to be delivering that, and you'll see it on this YouTube channel. I mean, look at this, straight up there. Another one there. This one failed. Okay, trades will fail. It's going to happen. Get your positive risk to reward in, and the consistency will be there. You just got to find these really nice entries, and that's exactly what this indicator does. So enjoy. I hope you really like this video. Just showing you a really good insight of what is possible, guys, with Forex. This is what is possible. So think big, just keep working hard. This failed time and time again. Failed. It come to a point where I thought, is this even possible? And then that's when I had a breakthrough. So yeah, don't give up, because anything is possible, believe me. Just got to try, and then try even harder.